Hello everyone, I hope you are doing great today. If you are new to my channel, welcome. This is Hoàng Nguyên, the coding expert. I'm here to help you master medical coding and pass your exam with confidence. In my last video, I assigned a homework case to test your understanding of the ICD-10-CM Official Guidelines. Now, it's the time to review case number 2 together. I hope you took the time to work through it because applying what you learned is the key to success. In this video, I'll guide you step by step through the correct coding process using my strategy to break down sequences and guideline rules essential for the COC and CPC exams. So grab your ICD-10 book, take notes, and let's get started. If you have been following my videos, you're probably familiar with my reverse analysis approach. But if you are new here, I highly recommend checking out my recent video, Master Reverse Analysis for CPC Exam Success 2025 to get a solid foundation. In simple terms, reverse analysis means starting with the answer choice first and then breaking down the codes. By reviewing the code description, you can get a good sense of what the case is about before even reading the full question. With that in mind, hold off on reading the case for now. Focus instead on the group of code listed in the first column, A, B, C, and D. A and D have the same code, E86.0, so they are in the same group. B and C also share the same code, C18.7, so they belong to the same group. Now you have two groups with two different first listed code, E86.0 and C18.7. I want you to pause the video, open the ICD-10-CM book volume 1 and look up these two codes to find out what they are about. Please do it now. Assuming you already looked them up in your ICD-10-CM book, and here's what you found. Keep in mind that during the AAPC online exam, you are no longer allowed to use a highlighter or any writing tools. Instead, make use of the notepad provided on the screen to keep your codes organized. I highly recommend practicing with it, as it will not only help structure your codes, but also enhance your thought process. That said, on the computer testing desktop, click Notepad to open the application. Then type the ICD-10-CM code description. Remember, you don't have much time to type the entire description, just a few keywords or main terms to help you see the differences between them. Based on what you just typed in Notepad, you have two codes, C18.7, sigmoid colon cancer, and E86.0, dehydration. After this step, you should have an idea that this case involves cancer and dehydration, and your focus when reading the case should be determining which code is sequenced first, cancer or dehydration. Let's read it. A 65-year-old male with a history of sigmoid cancer with liver metastasis presents to the hospital for the management of dehydration. The physician determines that the dehydration is due to his malignancy-related complication. The patient received intravenous fluids during the admission. No treatment is provided for the malignancy itself. Basically, this patient came to the hospital for treatment of dehydration due to sigmoid colon cancer. He received IV fluids during this visit and no treatment was provided for the cancer. Now, I want you to open your notebooks, turn to the page you labeled Cancer Notes last time, and jot down another ICD-10-CM Official Coding Guideline related to cancer neoplasm chapter. Management of dehydration due to the malignancy. When the admission encounter is for management of dehydration due to the malignancy and only the dehydration is being treated, intravenous rehydration, the dehydration is sequenced first, followed by the code or codes for the malignancy. Based on this coding guideline, when the encounter is for the management of dehydration due to cancer, and the treatment is only for dehydration, usually with IV fluids, then the first listed code must be dehydration, followed by the code for cancer. That said, the first listed code must be E86.0 for dehydration, so we can eliminate B and C from here. A and D still remain. Based on this coding guideline, the next code should be the cancer C code. Both A and D have a C code, which is for cancer. You should know this by now. But D have C18.7, represent sigmoid colon cancer, which match the case stating that the patient has sigmoid cancer. That said, the correct answer for this case is D. I see a few people have already done the homework and commented that this is the correct answer. Congratulations! You know the ICD-10 Official Coding Guideline. Please keep it up. You'll be a great coder. Now, you can see that when you use my reverse analysis approach, you don't have to read the entire report, just the information you need to focus on after identifying the difference between each diagnosis or CPD code description. I want you to master this technique. Keep watching my videos and taking notes. You will be almost guaranteed to pass the CPC or COC exam without any problems. In your personal notebook, I want you to make a short note for yourself so you can remember. It doesn't have to be lengthy. Just keep it short. Here is the short note from the last video. Cancer comes in for anemia treatment. Cancer code goes first, followed by D63.0. After this video, you should add another short note like this. Cancer comes in for dehydration treatment only. The first code listed is dehydration, followed by a code for cancer. There will be more cases related to cancer treatment, so please tap and label this page to add more notes later. Case number 3 will be your homework, so please try to do it yourself. I'll go over it as soon as I can next week. That's all for today. I really appreciate your watching, liking, and sharing this video. If you found the content valuable or have any suggestions for future topics, please drop a comment below. I would love to hear your thoughts. Creating videos like this takes time and effort to help with your coding journey, but it's all completely free. All I ask in return is your support. Remember, success is built on the foundation of knowledge. Keep learning, and the possibilities are endless. Until next time, have a great weekend.